What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be doing a complete breakdown of the EA access for Madden 22. Now I know some of you guys are actually probably playing Madden 22 right now, because if you're on Xbox and you change your time zone to New Zealand right now, you can actually play Madden 22 early. Unfortunately for us PlayStation guys, we're going to have to wait till midnight. But honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. I've already played a shit ton of EA access. I'll take a break. So let's go ahead and get a deep dive into this. We're talking about mostly just gameplay. We'll talk about a lot of stuff. I want to talk about the gameplay first, so let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to cover offense, defense, special teams. There's not really much to cover. Game feels the same special team wise, but let's talk about offense. So first of all, I'll get into some of the bad first. There's not a whole lot of bad for offense though. There's a whole lot of good, really. Offensively, I would say I only have two problems with the game. One of them being the trucking animation is really bad. I mean, there's two truck animations this year. You can get the one that you get, in every other Madden, just the normal truck animation, and then the one that I feel like I get almost every time, it's this weird truck animation where the running back, it's like a half truck. He does it with half his body. So he has, how the normal truck animation, he puts two hands on it, puts his head down, and goes like this. That he's holding this bitch like this, and he does like a half truck. Like it is the weirdest shit ever, and it's bad because one, it trucks nobody, and two, what happens is it stops you dead in your tracks and all your momentum, and you're just standing still. So I really don't know why it's in the game, and I'll be honest, it's pretty bad, and I would like to see that taken out because there's really no like benefit at all to the animation. Like maybe I could understand if like a running back who wasn't good at trucking was doing like some half-ass truck like that, because they don't truck, like a Raheem Mostert or something. But I mean, I got Derrick Henry and he's doing that shit, so I don't know. It's definitely weird. Besides that, the only other issue I really have with offense is the pancaking at times can be a little inconsistent. Now I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not. I know if a safety goes up against a lineman, he's gonna get pancaked. I mean, that makes sense. You got to think, if Tyrann Mathieu is running head on with Lane Johnson, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? He's gonna get thrown on his ass, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I remember one time in particular, what happened was I came out and I think I was either 3-4 or nickel normal. I was probably like nickel normal. I had 4 defensive linemen: Fletcher Cox, Jack Youngblood, Brandon Graham, and this core gold, his name is like Matthew something. He plays for Washington. He's pretty good. He's got like 87 strength. And the guy ran inside zone with Christian McCaffrey, and all 5 of his linemen straight up pancaked all 4 of my defensive linemen. Now I don't think that should be, that just shouldn't, come on, like I don't understand the the logic behind that, and I'll be honest, I don't think that should be like that at all. So I would say those are my only issues with offense. The trucking animations really bad, and pancaking is just inconsistent. There's times they'll pancake, seems like for no reason, just straight up defensive linemen, and then there's times I don't know. I mean, overall the blocking is pretty good in the game, I have to say that, but I don't know. That's pretty much it for offense. Well, actually, let's talk about some of the good for offense. Let's not just talk about the bad. Some of the good, right? The route running is very, very good. Now, obviously, if you have a guy with like really bad route running, his route running isn't going to look as good. But you get a guy that with some good route running, it looks really good. Like it is, you can tell it's definitely something they worked on. Throwing the ball. Now, obviously, no one has gunslinger. I use Justin Fields, and I could say this: throwing the ball without gunslinger, it doesn't feel that bad. Maybe it's because he has a really good release. I'm not sure. Do you still need gunslinger though? Absolutely, because I feel like when you're throwing the ball without it, it doesn't let you lead throw the ball properly. Now I'm pretty sure you could get a set feet lead, and then that would fix all that. But overall, throwing the ball is really nice. Like a lot of people running bunch, I just feel like you can just come out really dialed up at almost anything. Like it's just, defense is really hard, which is what we're gonna get into, which there is a lot of issues on defense. But overall, though, offense is really nice. The movement, I feel like they did a really good job on the movement this year. Really, I mean, like I've seen some people that are saying, the movement's too slow, and the only people who are saying that are people that only played last gen Madden 21, and they never like actually played next gen Madden, so they're just not used to it. But overall, The movement is pretty good. It's not bad at all. I'll be honest, if you think it's bad, I just really don't think you're good at the game, because it's way faster than next gen Madden 21. Way faster. So y'all just wanted to where, you know, you could cover 4 routes with one user. That's what y'all want. That's really what y'all want. But let's go ahead and go over to the defense. There's a lot of bad, by the way, on the defense. There is way more bad than there is good. Let's just start with because I'll be honest, there's really nothing good about defense. Like, there's just so many problems. So let's start with the deep halves. So overall, zones don't play really good on there at all, and that could be just because these guys are really low overalls, and a lot of them are, you know, maybe that's just why. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for most of that, but the deep halves, they are not getting the benefit of the doubt, because if you ever every time you put a deep half on the field, this is what they will do. For some reason, it doesn't matter if you shade them to the outside, you shade them over top, none of that matters. If you put a deep half on the field, I swear to God, he will play like a hook curl. He'll let's say my safety that's on the right, he's on a deep half. When the ball is snapped, he will start to move to the middle, and then he'll also start to come down a little bit. And then as there's a streak running right by his fucking zone, then he'll start sprinting back extremely late. So it's like, and that's why, like, it's to a point now where I actually literally cannot put deep halves on the field, or I will give up a touchdown every time. So that is that's a huge problem. Another one is, there's times where you put a deep blue in your corner, you know, like, you know, let's say you press your corner and you put him in deep blue, he's just running straight backwards. It doesn't matter if you shade over top or shade outside. For some reason, they will just, like, as soon as the ball snapped for a second, they kind of won't run backwards, and then because of that, they get beat. Now that, once again, that could maybe just be because they're low overalls, but the deep halves, like I said, I'm not giving them a pass on any of that. And the rest of the zones, they'll play what they need to sometimes, then sometimes they won't. Like I said, like cloud flats, curl flats, hook curls, I'm giving all those the benefit of the doubt just because these guys are very low overalls. But the deep half, I am not giving them a pass on. That shit is terrible, and you gotta, deep halves are really important. There's actually times my inside third, sometimes he's just sitting there not doing anything. It's just a mess. And another really big issue is offense. So let's say there's, you know, let's say some of those are jump ball 1-on-1. It's let's say it's fucking, I don't know, let's think of some crazy names here. Let's say it's Tyreek versus the guy who just picked the ball off for me, Fabian Mora. I don't really know his name. He plays for Atlanta. That guy that just picked the ball up versus Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill will win that jump ball. Offense is always favored to win the jump balls on this game. When they feel like a 1-on-1 ball, I have won one, I want to say once, and mind you, this is out of like 40 games I've had to head of MUT. And there's times where, like, I've had 2 guys, 2 against 1, and then the receiver still ags both of them, and it's really weird. And yeah, like, even if you're like, because you know you have to time the pick perfectly. You can't just be spamming triangle. You have to time it like really good. And even when I do that, I mean, they either get agged or you know, the ball is just incomplete. You know, the receiver kind of breaks it up type shit. Like, it's really hard to pick passes off on here. I feel like if the receiver's anywhere almost near your DB, you're just not going to pick it off. And I know what they said about, like, in the patch notes when they talked about, oh, you know, sometimes you got to swat it this year. I'm not swatting the ball, and let me tell you why. Because anyone that's played Madden knows this. If you've ever tried to swat the ball, if you have ever tried to do it, you've probably given up a touchdown doing that shit. I swear to God, like, that is the stupidest shit. Like, swatting is so bad, because anytime, like, we've ever done that shit, I know me, I've given up a touchdown like almost every fucking time. So I'm not swatting no fucking ball. You got me fucked up. I'm going for the pick, or I'm going to, you know, try to tackle him to break it up. So deep halves play really bad. The jump balls are just always in favor of the offense, and I'm not saying you should be in favor of the defense. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't be getting agged by Tyreek Hill. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I have a bigger defender on Reek, I should not be getting agged. That is my point there. You know what I mean? So That's all got to be fixed. Overall, is there anything good on defense? Honestly, no, because linebackers still don't jump. And here's actually something that's really bad. EA, what they want us to do this year, they actually want us to put linebackers in the game. They don't want us to keep putting these safeties in at linebacker. But here's the problem. Now the reason they're doing that is because they want us to put linebackers in, because if you have safeties in a linebacker, they're not going to shut against offensive line anymore. They're just going to get pancaked every time, which if we're being honest, sorry y'all, I just ate and I'm kind of congested. But what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I honestly just fucking forgot. Oh yeah, safety's a linebacker. Yeah, like, so if a safety goes one-on-one with a linebacker, he's gonna get pancaked every time, they should. I mean, that's how it should be, right? We should have to have linebackers in, but the reason we don't want to put linebackers in is because, dog, they don't jump. They still don't fucking jump. So why, you know what I mean? Like, why would we want to do that then? It's like they just, so like, I don't know, bro. It's just like there's a lot they're trying to do, and I don't want to say they're doing too much. They're just not doing anything. I don't know, bro. It's annoying, bro, because there's a lot of potential for this game, and it's up to EA Sports to make the right patches and everything. So, I mean, another good thing I can say about the game is, like, rack catches this year are really good. Like, and throwing the ball to the sideline so far from what I've done, you know how a lot of times the guy will run out of bounds or something like that. So far, I mean, I don't want to say I haven't had that happen to me, but I mean, I've been throwing some hot ones all over the place. Like, overall, like I said, offense is really good. Like, it's just, you know, defense, they've got things to work on, and really, you fix the deep halves. I think if you slow down these pancakes a little bit, make linebackers jump, I'll be honest, we got a good game on our hands. We got a goddamn good game on our hands. They're giving us a whole lot of content. And yeah, now let's go off topic gameplay real quick. I think the only thing I really want to talk about is the level up system. I'm hoping they don't keep the level up system the way it is, because as of right now, it is fucking impossible to level up. I've played, like I said, I've played over 40 head-to-head games so far in seasons, and mind you, I am level 6. I am level 6. Now, have I played some challenges? Actually, yes, I have. I'm actually almost done the JC Jackson challenges. When Madden comes out, I'm actually going to finish the JC Jackson challenges. And I don't even know if I'm going to be level 7 after that. So, like, you understand, like, you just don't level up on this shit. Like, it takes way too long, and I get it. They want it to, you know, last the whole series. I understand it. I get that. But, like, I don't know. Like, not everybody is going to play. Like I said, I've played over 40 head-to-head games. Not everyone's going to play like us. You know, look at that. Did you see what he just did? He just threw that ball up right there, and the receiver's getting ready to win that shit. That's what I'm talking about. These jump balls, bro. It's out of control. But they got to make the level up system quicker. And I've heard they're actually banning people now for doing some solo challenge to help level them up faster over and over. I've heard people are getting banned. I don't know, bro. EA Sports got to figure out, but they're out of control with some of the problems that are in this game. They're out of fucking control. If they fix some of these issues, we might have a good game. Till then, though, we can't say that. I can't give a final opinion. I can just break down what I've had to deal with so far playing this game. I will be live tonight playing the game. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap those JC Jackson challenges up, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rip some bundles. We're gonna get our dynasty rewards and all that. So at least for, like I said, this is for us PlayStation guys. Xbox people are already playing it, but I've heard some Xbox people still haven't got their dynasty rewards, so they might just have to wait till 12 o'clock too for that. But we'll be live tonight. That Bull Chris is the Twitch. The link to that is in the description. Go ahead and drop me a follow over there. We're gonna be streaming Madden every single night. You don't want to miss it. Content every single day. I know I didn't upload yesterday. It was a crazy day. Car wasn't starting. Power was going out. Then I had things to do. It was a crazy day, but don't worry. We're back in live effect. Let's get this shit rolling, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, and your boy is out.